Yo. What it do?
Yeah.
That's what you doing. You fucking with your number one crew. This is OTR, Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. And guess what day it is?
What day is it?
It is episode 100. 100. So we're going to introduce ourselves. Y'all already should know who we are. This is your boy. What is my name?
What?
What's my name? Oh, that's right. That's right. My name is OTR Mike Drop, aka the Oracle. You know, hey, I kind of had a brain fart.
Oh,
we back together.
I wasn't sure if you was playing.
I was really playing. But I'm gonna pass it to my immediate left. Introduce yourself, please.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey, aka 100 Trey.
Oh God,
that's it.
What it do? This is your boy Rant J, aka Rant J, aka Rant J, aka Wednesday Rant J, aka soon to be Wrestlemania Night 1 and Night 2 Rant J.
Oh, hey man. And like I said before, we are the OTR trio. We are back in the lab for a special episode, man. This is episode 100.
100.
So first of all, I want to thank all the listeners, subscribers who've been with us down this whole journey. Like y'all seen in the intro, man. Like we started off at a round table. We started off with some shitty ass equipment. We still got shitty ass equipment, but guess what? We working on it.
Cause we ballers on the budget.
Hey man, y'all, those who've been with us throughout this whole like almost 3 years, man, y'all seen our highs and our lows. Y'all seen when we've been missing in action. Y'all seen when we've been together. We've been online since 2022.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we've been online. Schedule's been awkward, but y'all stay true to us, man. All the subscribers, once we hit YouTube.
It's called life, man. It's called life.
Yeah, all the subscribers that hit us with the YouTube. You know, man, we just want to say thank you. You know, I'm going to shout out a couple subscribers, get them out the way. Shout out to my mom, Dukes. She's a faithful watcher on Wednesday. So, love you, Mom. Appreciate you. Shout out to my boy Jordan, man. You know, he been hitting me up. Giving me some topics and giving me like a piece of advice on what to do and what should, just increase the volume. So if y'all seen a different kind of attitude with me, thank Jordan.
He hit me up with no advice.
Wow. Hey man, he was low key, he was just trying to sell me that doggone that MacBook.
Okay.
But want to shout out, boy Germ, you know what I'm saying? He's a faithful listener and watcher. Let us know when we have some banging episodes and stuff. You got anybody?
Yeah, man, I got a few people. Shout out to the unofficial official fourth member. Uncle Pod.
Unofficial.
Yeah, Jamari, hey man.
He was very instrumental in the early days.
Yeah,
early days.
Talk about when doing the graphics,
get
posted on social media and stuff like that. Like even when we started,
he just did a reel for us the other day with the Roman and CM Punk one.
Facts. So like even when he did when we first started YouTube, like all those graphics that you seen with us and the topics that we were talking about, appreciate you, Jamari.
Then shout out to, so when y'all two haven't been available, I've had some people join me on the stream, and I would like to shout out Calvin, JJ, and the other Aaron, the one that joined us that one time.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Tion, he's also done, and pretty much everybody else that just listened to us, comments. Shout out to the 76 subscribers we have on YouTube now. Jumped from 58 to 76 in like a day.
Hey, networking, man, networking.
The goal I had for us when the year started is by the year's end I want us to at least get to 100 subscribers, get to triple digits on YouTube, and we over halfway there.
Yeah.
So we should be able to get we should be able to get to 100 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that listens to us. Shout out to the guy that we took the picture with.
Oh, the one we ran
NXT.
into.
Yeah. Our first fan. Right. Shout out to you, brother.
That's a real life moment right there. Like, to actually say that you got a fan that listens to you and you meet them in real life, like.
Bro, I texted my people so fast. I was like, yo, I just got recognized, man.
That was a dope moment.
Yeah.
That was a dope moment.
You got anybody?
Man. Nah, you know what, man? I'm going to just say shout out to all the people that have listened and supported. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody else is important and stuff like that, but I mean, the people that listen, the ones that subscribe, the ones that supported, giving us feedback, stuff like that, it all helps in the long run. So, you know, shout out to them. We're going to keep pushing 2024 and then 2025. And then, you know, hopefully we get to episode number 200 and then
Hopefully we got a YouTube plaque sitting behind us. You feel me? Like that's where we headed. Like, on some real shit.
Hopefully you see us on one of your wrestling programs.
Hey, also shout out to the lady from Etsy that been making the hats, the bandanas and everything, you know, for with our logo and everything. Like, like, this shit is dope. And last shout out before we get deep dive into these fucking hot ass topics, I want to shout out to my wife for making us, you know, our merch, our shirts and stuff like that. Long hours and long time. You know, soon you will be able to retire. We have a new person that's supposed to be making some stuff. You know, we're gonna do a little partnership on that.
We finally might be able to get some of that merch that y'all been hounding me about.
Oh no! 2024 is our forbidden door. So yes, merch will be coming out.
I'm an amateur
like
because that.
So we're working on, you know, because the merch is not gonna be what you see. The merch is gonna be specifically for fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for supporting us, you know, with a card and all that kind of good shit. So it's a work in progress. Appreciate y'all being patient. Just know it's coming. All right. So we're gonna get into these topics. The first time.
One more thing.
Yeah. It's never an episode if Trey does not interrupt somebody.
One more thing. This podcast, you remember how it started? The idea? Clash of Champions, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Facts. Yeah.
That's when we got to meet New Day.
Yeah, front row.
And that birthed what you're looking at now. Just wanted to just give a shout out to the early days.
Yeah,
when actually started the pod.
Man, we went to Carolina Ale House and had a deliberation on how this shit was going to work out.
Oh my God, then it took us forever to figure out a name.
I ain't lying. Like, I think it was like JTJ podcast, and you know, we was going down names. It was like, damn, that name taken, that name taken.
It was just a normal process of
having to dig it. Oh nope, somebody got that. Yeah, so hey, that's a good throwback moment.
Let's get started.
So the first one I want to talk about is what really made Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast stand out, right? And if there was an episode that really put us over the map, I would definitely say when Bobby Lashley won his WWE title, and we did our episode on that. I think that's what catapulted us to get so many listeners, because we looked at maybe we was getting like 200 listeners to all of a sudden that shit jumped up to like 500.
Well, I mean, that was what at the time our most viewed or most listened to episodes.
Still is.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to compare now because a lot of the episodes we've been putting up on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Versus the podcast and the YouTube.
That's true. But and I still don't even know the stats on what our Apple and other platform listeners are.
I gotta go back in. I gotta log in.
Yeah, if you look at Anchor, it should still tell us.
Yeah.
And just to let y'all know, like, we started that joint on Anchor, and we was recording on Anchor.
I mean, we still are
Yeah, it's still gets put on there.
on Anchor. It's just that
That's what I drop them on, and then it because they work with Spotify, it simultaneously. Well, it goes to everything.
It goes to all of them.
Yeah,
But
we on Spotify,
the
we
reason
on Apple.
I brought up Spotify because the video airs on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
So this video, when I drop it, you can watch us. If you listen to us, it'll be a video podcast, and you can still do audio.
Yeah. So I remember, we're gonna jump on the Lashley thing too, but I remember like how amped we was to know that we finally got approved by Apple.
Oh yeah,
on Apple Podcasts.
Apple
like
Podcasts.
I feel like that was like a high moment for us.
You know, it's so crazy though, man, because it's like everything nowadays has a verification process.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you get through that verification process, it's just one step further, or one more step that you gotta take into like coming full circle with everything.
Yeah. You got to make sure that people are listening to your podcast. Like, make sure that it goes through all those simultaneously, like encryptions and stuff like that to make sure, like, oh, is this?
Oh, you talking the algorithm?
Yeah, the algorithm. Make sure, hey, can people actually listen to this? Like, are you not like really degrading mugs and stuff like that? So,
well, I mean, at one point, I think on Spotify, it was for wrestling podcasts. I think we were trending the highest.
Yeah.
For. I think it was Spotify. Was it on Spotify? Yeah, I think it was Spotify.
Yeah. Like, and so the fact that we were trending, like, that's another big moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that let us know that certain shit that we were talking about, like, actually caught the listeners. Like, and then to look at our statistics, like, we're here in the U.S. Our shit was trending globally.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we were having listeners everywhere. Germany, Australia, UK, Africa.
It's so crazy because I think Australia was the highest for like overseas.
Yeah.
It came down to listeners. So hey, shout out to the people in Australia.
Fast, like globally. And just to know, like, yo, and we came together like, who you know overseas? Who you know overseas? Like, I never I didn't connect with anybody overseas, but that just lets you know, like, I shit came across somebody's like social media or something like that. And they're like, let me listen to this.
With the guy that we met at the Spectrum Center, he said he went back to the beginning, and started listening.
Well, he heard the latest episode that he put out, and he went back and listened to the other episodes and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, shout out to him too.
Yeah,
I wish I met him one time. I wish I could remember his name because he did.
It's on. We follow him on IG.
We did follow him back on IG. So, but man, hey, listen, this thing is a process. It's a slow race. It's not a fast race.
Yeah,
it take time to build it up and everything like that. So, hey, maybe more years to go.
So everybody, like, with that being said, anybody who wants to start a podcast and like do anything related to that, or even like jump into doing a podcast related to wrestling or any kind of sports entertainment,
whatever you're into,
like, be patient with the process, right? You're not going to get 1,000 listeners in one day. It took us, at one point we had 3 listeners and it was the 3 of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just going back listening to how we sound.
And the good thing about it is that, like, it's not expensive to start.
It really isn't.
Now, once you get going and you start realizing the direction you want to go and stuff like that, then you can start dishing out the money and stuff. But I mean, honestly, all you really need is a USB microphone and a laptop.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And the desire to do it.
Yeah.
To keep doing it even when you don't want to.
So
consistency is what it is.
I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Rating Jay, what was your favorite episode?
Ooh wee. That's a good question, man. As much as it's crazy as it'd be, I have to say, the favorite episode is probably the first one, sitting at that damn empty room at that circle table.
There we go.
If you watch our intro video, you'll see how bare it was.
Trying to figure out what the hell we doing because we couldn't get our mixer to work and all the other shit that was working.
Here we go.
We had to record off of the microphones on the laptop because shit wasn't working right. So, and it sounded muffled and awful, and I think that was the favorite one.
Trey, what?
I will probably say the Scott Hall tribute episode. I really appreciate. I really like that one.
Okay.
I actually got to start that episode off.
Facts. You did.
Yeah, I'll probably say that one because Scott Hall is one of my all-time favorites. Funny enough, when we went to Clash of Champions, I was wearing a Scott Hall Razor Ramon t-shirt.
Yep.
He was. Yeah, I see that.
So if I had to say, it was probably any episode that I got like a big match correct. No, I'm just joking. I'm fucking with you on that. Nah, for real though.
It's the shades.
I think my favorite. I have two. So my first one would definitely be the Bray Wyatt tribute episode.
Okay.
I think that was a big one because like right when we got the news, it was like time to record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's when it was just me and you.
Yeah, so we had got that news like right when we was about to record.
Like
so
an hour before.
Yeah, so it was just like hit hard.
And then we did the tribute episode the next week.
Yeah, so but my other one is when y'all motherfuckers got into it over the damn Chris Jericho and MJF and y'all motherfuckers was arguing. Bro, that probably was one of the best episodes to me because, like I said, like with this shit, it's conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about, like, of course, we want to make stuff for everybody else to watch, but for us to have a conversation, it makes it better when we disagree. Like, we can't agree on everything. So,
and we definitely about to disagree when we started predicting. The great thing is, see, I wasn't even a Chris Jericho guy like that. I had to become one dealing with him.
But yeah, so that was down the highlight. Like I said, it kind of goes in. Our best recorded episode was the Lashley one. I kind of think that probably was a fan favorite.
I mean, I still don't know if that's. I mean, I got to go back and I got to look.
And I will tell you, that was episode 77.
Yeah,
I remember
there
that.
could be episodes after that have done better than that.
It could have.
I just haven't looked at the algorithm and the
another one was the WrestleMania recap from last year. Yeah,
okay.
That was a good episode too.
I mean,
only to find out that Cody didn't finish the story. So that one was like a must see one.
I feel like this WrestleMania recap is gonna be a lot better this year. So.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of WrestleMania, I want to we were giving out shout outs earlier. I want to give a shout out. Y'all don't watch it. A lot of y'all don't watch it live when I'm doing it, but I appreciate all people that go back and rewatch the watch alongs that I've been doing. Some of them an hour. I think I did one for 3 hours. I did the whole show one time. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people that be hopping on every once in a while.
Yeah, I hopped on a couple watch alongs, especially when I got shit right.
I was debating if I wanted to do one for this WrestleMania, but I think I might just want to live in the moment and watch it.
Hey man,
and then just record. We can record later.
So you want to do a watch along for 7 hours?
No, I wouldn't do it to the end. I
was about to say, God, no way.
If I had somebody with me, I would.
Ain't no way I have.
But like I would just have. Honestly, I would just have like a rotating seat and just have people join me here and there.
Fact.
But if I did do a watch along, it would probably just be for like the last match or the last two matches. But anyway, just shout out to everybody that's been doing the watching the watch alongs.
So we're not gonna, hold you any longer. Let's get down to these motherfucking Mania predictions.
We've had about 3 matches added to the card.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in one of them that was added.
I already know.
Yeah,
we already know. And we're going to talk about this shit because at the end of the motherfucking day. Oh, hold on. Can y'all see the t-shirts? Like, look at the t-shirts. Episode 100, fast lane type shit.
Okay. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm still kind of happy. But I can't lie that I'm disappointed. I think that it's a W, but it's also an L too. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not what everybody.
We'll discuss
it once we get there, and I'll explain a little bit.
And I get it.
All right, so how y'all want to? You want to go through what they have for night 1?
Yeah, I'm just go through night 1, night 2.
All right, we'll start from the bottom, going to the top.
Started from the bottom.
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom.
All right, so
Tag match.
this one, I really don't know which way to go with this match, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really think that part of me kind of feels like, is this Rey Mysterio's retirement match?
Mm.
Right? Is he really done? Because I don't see them winning. I don't see him, like, when he was announcing his partner and it turned out to be Dragon Lee. Don't get me wrong. I like
It was
Dragon
member of the
Lee.
LWO.
I like Dragon Lee. I don't think that it was hype enough.
Did you see Carlito's face?
Yeah.
When he introduced Dragon Lee?
Yeah, but Carlito just makes faces. Like,
No, but Carlito's face was like kind of like, oh shit, you didn't pick me.
Yeah.
I can't pick your old ass. Nah, he didn't. I think this is interesting. Cause you said you got Dirty Dom and Escobar.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like it's gonna be Dirty Dom and Escobar.
So I think this is interesting because the two people that we thought that Ray was going to try to give the mantle to is the people that he's facing, Santos and his son.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has crowned Dragon Lee as the future of luchador wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
With all that being said, I have to agree with Ray and Jay. Dirty Dom ain't losing to Ray at a second WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
And they're teasing the breakup. All right, so look. Dirty Dom is making moves without telling anybody. He made the move to start bringing Andrade around. He made the move to bring Legado into the clubhouse. Mommy ain't liking that shit.
So
She
you
said,
think
"Where's
they start your own
communication?"
thing?
I don't know. We'll get to that when we get to the tag match, the other tag match. Go ahead.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Yeah.
I do think Dom is about to start his own shit.
Okay.
He's leaning that way.
So I agree with you both that it would be Santos and Dom winning. I kind of feel like Carlito might turn because he didn't get picked. I'm just putting that out on a whim.
We better not get a Rey Mysterio Carlito feud.
I mean, the thing about it is just that, like, honestly, what has Carlito really done since he's
he's
had
had a couple
with the LWO?
Yeah, he's had a couple matches.
He's had
That's
a couple
it.
matches. Hasn't really done anything.
What has the LWO done in general?
Nothing.
Zelina's the only one that's done anything, and after her title match, she really hasn't done shit either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that probably they're gonna keep LWO around for a while, but I think Dom is about to start his own little faction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the match that we were referencing. I believe that's what we were referencing. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. The storm has come versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Mr. Rant, would you like to go first, sir?
Yeah, I go first. All right. So
I hope y'all listening real clear because we about to get a rant.
No. I'm not gonna give a rant.
You got to give a 100 episode
And the
rant.
reason-
That'll be good for later in the show.
The reason why I'm not gonna give a rant is because I told you, part of me is excited for the match, right?
Yeah.
Because we've been trying to figure out what the hell they doing with Jade,
Yeah.
right? And then we finally get Jade at Royal Rumble. Then we ain't see or heard from Jade again, and and then we get her on Monday Night Raw, not knowing who she gonna sign with. Okay. I like that she signed with SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of would have liked to see her a little bit better on Monday Night Raw,
Mm-hmm.
but I can understand now after the match why they put her on SmackDown.
Right.
I'm just disappointed because I wanted the Bianca and Naomi tag team so that they can beat the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania for the women's champion, women's tag team championship.
Facts.
And I feel like I just feel like this match, it doesn't make sense because now we have a 6-man or a 6-woman tag match. Why are they not defending the championships unless they're gonna put them up against? It's gonna be what for the championships, a 6-on-6 match for the women's champion, women's title. It's not gonna happen. So or they're gonna fight another night on the next night.
Being that another night.
So I guess we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But then now it makes it wonder who's going to be the tag team. We know it's going to be Bianca. It's going to be one of them. Is it going to be Naomi? Is it going to be Jade? So, you shaking your head now? Okay.
So I'm gonna chime in before we give our picks for this, right? So y'all did say that it wasn't gonna happen. The fact that we was gonna get Jade teaming with Bianca before we got Jade versus Bianca. So technically, we do have.
I never said it wasn't going to happen. No,
John, listen, all the way back.
Go
because
all the way
when it happened, well, you said you wouldn't like to see it.
Yeah, I said
You
I would like
would
to
not
see them
like.
tag.
You would like
that
to
was
see
before
them
we knew-
face each other.
That's before we knew if Naomi was coming back.
Right.
And I said I would like to see them tag teams.
So who was it that said? It was somebody that said
Treyway.
that they were gonna fight.
Treyway.
They were gonna fight.
Yeah. They teased it in the Rumble. When they both was doing gorilla
That-
slamming people.
That Easter egg was just showing like, okay, who's the strongest?
No, I felt like that was teasing the tag team.
Yeah, it was, right?
The team up.
So boom, we could get that. You know, something big always happens the night after Mania, right?
Yeah.
Those titles have to be defended on any show. So we could have that tag team match the night after Mania.
Yeah, but that's a WrestleMania match.
It is. I agree. That tag team match is a WrestleMania.
And I feel like there's some matches that they made for WrestleMania that honestly is not a WrestleMania worthy match. They could have did that shit on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown.
True. Now, it makes me wonder, like, okay, did y'all do this because y'all looking at, okay, maybe Bianca and Naomi don't really have the chemistry to be a tag team, and Jade and Bianca do? Like, maybe it's that, but we'll see. But now I'll give my thing. Of course, it's going to be a squash.
Of course, it's gonna be a squash.
But it's going to be a okay, like, length match. But
You think this match gonna be a squash?
Yes. What do you mean?
what? This is like King Kong versus
He can't
Godzilla.
even say with a straight face that he know good and well that this match. I give this match 8 minutes tops at WrestleMania.
So can we define squash?
First of all, I'm going to say that Dakota Kai is taking the pin.
Yeah, she's not the champion. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So they're going to leave her in the dust.
I don't think so. I think Asuka's gonna take it.
Nah, Dakota Kai, I'm going to tell you, damage control is not about to last.
Well, yeah, we know that.
And the Kabuki Warriors are already known as a team. And with EO, they are a team. They were a team in New Japan. So the only odd person out is Dakota Kai.
And I told you that's why to me it was just a miss.
Yeah.
With the way that they had her turning on Bailey.
Right.
It just
Yeah.
that
So
was
Trey,
a
who
big
you got?
miss.
I got Bianca in the quiz.
Yeah, you better be down with the BGM.
I got
Yeah, Black Girl Magic.
Oh, but let's see, all titles gonna be turning hands at Mania.
I mean, if the title is, I stick to that to this day. If the title is being defended at WrestleMania, I feel like they're changing hands. All these titles have been in the hands of everyone for a very long time. Outside of the United States Championship,
Yeah, most of them are over a year.
yeah, even the U.S. champion is still pushing a good bit of time, like almost a year.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, and think about it this too, right? We've never had a WrestleMania where every single title that was put up changed hands.
So if you really want to,
And they continue to call this the
The
biggest
biggest.
WrestleMania of all time.
Right.
What could be any bigger than every single title changing hand?
hey, I see where you're coming from.
Just saying.
I'm blind.
Nah.
Yeah, we know. we can tell.
So next up is the 6-pack ladder match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. So we have the champions, the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth versus DIY, Gargano and Ciampa versus New Day, Kofi and Woods versus New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus A-Town Down Under.
That's awful, man.
Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Who you got and why?
Okay, so I got 3 different people I think that can win this match.
Mhm.
Okay. I really think that it could be Pete Dunne and
Tyler Bate,
yeah, I really think
New
that
Catch Republic.
This is what he's going to do.
hold on. They're not my first. They're not my first choice.
They're one of
I
mine.
just
Yeah.
can see with it being a ladder match and stuff like that. I really see that they could be one of the teams that could win, right? As well as I hate to think that there's a good chance that we could watch Austin Theory and Grayson Waller walk out with the tag team titles, right? Now, the way that this whole storyline has been going, and the way that everything has been, the way Judgment Day has been putting their time and energy in, I really think Awesome Truth is going to win. And it's going to be in some dumb, stupid, silly way of R-Truth climbing up the ladder and accidentally grabbing the titles and not realizing he has the titles. Some comic way that he could win.
I know what your idea is.
So
well,
shut up!
I want to give my prediction first, because I know what your idea is, and I low-key agree with it. But I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you say it.
Okay.
I'm going with what you said. I'm going with Awesome Truth. I'm going with Awesome Truth. It just makes most sense right now.
I mean, the betrayal by Judgment Day, where he was a member, not a member, or whatever. I don't know.
The Miz, he's on this face run. I think they want to give R-Truth one more meaningful title outside of 24/7.
I agree.
Give him one more meaningful title run.
I think this is the kind of way to wash away that 24/7 whole.
And I think this will also be a good way for them, for DIY to turn heel and feud with Awesome Truth, since they've been so buddy
Okay.
recently.
I can see that.
I'm mad they put abs on Solo. I'm sorry. We're watching.
We're watching the tag match. The WWE 2K24 version.
Yeah. All right. So it's my turn.
Yes.
So y'all heard the stipulations of it, right?
No, I'm listening.
It's a ladder match.
All right. So the stipulation is all 4 belts are hanging. It's not just one of each. All 4 belts are hanging, and
they keep making mention of separating
a member of each team must grab 1 belt each.
So you think they're gonna break them up?
They are breaking them up at WrestleMania. 1 team will grab the Raw, 1 team will grab the SmackDown. New Catch Republic will probably get the SmackDown title.
Okay.
Awesome Truth will get.
I can live with that.
Yep.
I can live with that.
Because they're going to have the belts on each side. Now, it doesn't X out the fact that a member from each team can be on each side of the ladder and grab down both, because we've seen that happen before.
And they can still be undisputed.
But because
I can see 2 ladders now being set up.
Yeah.
And then you have Awesome Truth, and then you have New Catch all running up the ladder at the same time. And then you got the other 2 teams underneath them that's trying to stop them, and then some way they knock them out, and then each of them go and grab.
Watch R-Truth grab 1 from Raw, 1 from SmackDown, and say, "Hey, look, Miz, we're Raw champions."
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be something like that with R-Truth, but I can see that.
But they've definitely been talking about splitting it up, only because we don't really see the tag team championship.
Well, Judgment Day has been doing shit with them.
Not on SmackDown either.
Honestly, it doesn't matter who it is, because as long as there's when the titles get unified, or you got 2 of each or whatever, the champion they pick a show, and they're on that show 90% of the time.
Yeah.
It always happens.
Well, but at the same time,
Damage Control, everybody keeps asking, why is Damage Control on Raw? Because they're the women's tag team champions. They can go to both shows.
Yeah, they can. But what I'm saying is that, honestly, when they unified the tag team titles, I like when...
Because the Usos weren't on Raw like that.
I like when the Usos... Yes, they were. They were showing up on Raw like crazy.
They were showing up on both shows.
That's when they were jumping people. I'm talking about when they was just... Before the...
Seth turned on Cody.
Already.
But let's keep going. So I said the split.
All right. Let's go. Next we have brother versus brother. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Yeet versus no Yeet.
I'm going with Yeet.
I mean, it's a simple answer.
I mean, it's simple because Jay's on his solo run right now.
Yeah, no pun intended.
And he needs this win to put him back inside that title picture.
for any title.
Can't keep calling yourself main event Jay. You don't win no main events.
Yep. Yeah. So I definitely got Jay.
Okay, we're gonna have to change this because I feel like we all aligned. Do you think that we get Rikishi on Friday?
Yeah.
Because we're recording this prior to SmackDown, so stuff could still happen on Friday.
I saw his podcast.
Yeah.
I do think that. I mean, it's about time. It's due, right? It's been.
When else would he show up?
And the fact that Jay is fighting solo on SmackDown this Friday.
So I do think that we finally do get that Rikishi pop up.
Now, does Rikishi talk to Jay, or does Rikishi enter the Bloodline locker room?
I think Rikishi directs all his stuff towards the Bloodline, and I think that they attack Rikishi. I think Solo.
What are y'all doing? Ooh,
I think Solo and Jimmy attack Rikishi, and then Jay comes out to kind of defend his father. I really do. I really see Rikishi at WrestleMania in Jay's corner. That's what I see.
You see what?
I see Rikishi at WrestleMania in Jay's corner.
Okay.
Because I feel like Solo's going to come out with Jimmy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If Rikishi does show up.
Yeah, he does show up. All right. Well, that was quick. Moving on. Next, we have the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Real quick. Y'all don't see any type of way that by Friday this turns into a triple threat match, do y'all?
Based upon Raw
with Gable?
Yeah,
no.
Because Gable's been training Sammy.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying because of that.
That'd be the only way Gunther losing that title.
I've thought about that.
I've been thinking about it, right? And I don't know.
Because Sammy keeps going back and questioning Gable.
Yeah.
Why you don't think I could beat Gunther? And just the fact that Gunther attacked Gable and Sammy after Sammy's match with Bronson.
But even the promos that they've been cutting, they've been showing Gable and then like his daughter crying and stuff like that. So I mean, like, to me, he got one more chance to get into this WrestleMania match. And the only way I can see him really getting into that WrestleMania match is by turning on Sammy on Friday, and then somehow them making this a triple threat match.
Or does Sammy do the noble thing and gets him
into the match? Or does Gunther attack both of them?
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Adam Pearce says, fuck you.
Yep, it's a triple threat match.
Some way, somehow, I agree with you on this.
I could see this happening. Now, if it's not a triple threat match and we're just talking about Sammy and Gunther, I'm going with Sammy.
I'm going with Sammy.
I'm going with Gunther.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta break this up.
If it does turn into a triple threat match, I'm going with Gable.
Now the only reason why I'm
if it turns into a triple threat, I'm going with Gable.
Now the only reason why I would say,
because I thought Gable should have been the one to take it. If it was Gable versus Gunther at WrestleMania solo match, I would pick Gable.
Gable should have been the one. They missed this one. I understand why they put Sammy into the mid card, but this was a miss because the match that Gable had with Gunther, people wanted to see. They wanted to see it again at WrestleMania.
Yeah, on a big stage.
Yep.
Now, the reason why I picked Sammy, because I see Jey Uso taking the belt off of him.
I do see that. I do see Sammy being the one. I do see Sammy being the one that he beats for his first singles title.
I'm his heel Sammy.
Now,
I'm a conspiracy theorist Sammy.
I do want to say one thing. I'm gonna go back a little step. You want to know why I don't think that Bianca and Jade are gonna be a tag team?
Why's that?
Because they're promoted at Clash of Castle.
Already?
I think they're going to be facing each other at Clash of Castle for a number one contenders match. That's just my thought. But
how would you feel about Jade just signing? Just really, she's only technically had one match, and that's the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Then this will be her second match, and then I'm already throwing her into the women's title picture.
I mean,
They've done it before.
I mean, it just goes to show the state that the SmackDown women's division is in.
yeah, and they did say that. I know she wasn't going to be put into position where she was at in AEW, and that was fighting a lot of nobodies to patent her stats.
To build her record.
Yeah.
Next match, Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I'm going to start this one off. I'm going with Rhea. I don't know. Becky's her shit just ain't hitting the same as it used to.
Okay, I forgot about. I don't know why I forgot about this match. This could be the only match that I see where they retain. I don't really see Becky beating Rhea at WrestleMania.
There's still more story to tell with Rhea as champion. More story than with Becky as champion.
And I kind of feel like we're going to get an interference by Nia Jax in this match somehow, some way.
I still think Liv will be the one to take the title off of Rhea.
So, I mean, if Becky wins, I would be shocked because I forgot about this one. But yeah, I don't see it.
And her contract, she has to resign her contract. I think it's up in 2 months.
Becky's very emotional right now.
Yeah.
She's talking about this might be. They asked her this to be her last WrestleMania. Said she wasn't sure.
And then
I don't think she's going to another company. I think that they're possibly maybe talking baby number 2 type
possibly
thing. Now's the perfect time since her contract is up. It could be that type of situation.
Yep. Contract's up.
Yeah.
He might be leaving for injury purposes to rehab, so you never know. Yeah, that kind of twists up the whole all the titles.
It does. I forgot about this one because as much as I saying I'm going Rhea.
Yeah.
Especially if Judgment Day is breaking up. I mean, at this point, Rhea doesn't even really need Judgment Day.
She doesn't.
So
and you've been seeing like a lot of times she's been walking out solo dolo. Like
Dom showed up, but I ain't gonna flex. That was a mean ass punch that he took from Becky.
Yeah, it was. But Dom showed up, and you remember Adam Pearce was like, "Control mommy, control your mommy." So yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with y'all.
I'm gonna be mad if we ain't got. Well, we might get this match at Survivor Series: Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis.
If he stopped getting hurt.
Who, Aldis?
Yeah.
All right, and then the match that we're watching virtually, the main event of night 1, the Bloodline, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins.
Hold up. So you mean to tell me you're not gonna put no juice on their name? The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns
and the final boss.
The
High Chief.
Okay.
Who the Rock's grandmother is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame on Friday.
So I had some time to really think about this.
And forgot to mention stipulations. If the Bloodline wins, then Cody has to face Roman with Bloodline rules. Pretty much anything goes. If Seth and Cody win, then it'll be Rock will make a legally binding contract that no member of the Bloodline, so no Solo, no Jimmy, no him, no Heyman will be allowed to interfere in Cody's match.
Okay, so I've had time to think about this. And I've really been watching these last 2 weeks of, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. And I'm going with the Bloodline. And the reason being is because we had a conversation last time about the betrayal. And I think that the betrayal from The Rock does make a lot more sense in the Bloodline Rules match. The Rock is turning on Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I need y'all to understand.
No, he is.
Yeah,
not
no, but
you're not down.
You're saying
No.
On Cody, and I don't see Seth.
That's my stance.
His stance is Seth is turning on Cody.
Seth's not turning on Cody
in the tag match.
Yeah, I know what he's saying, but Seth's not turning on Cody, right? I think Seth is just he's too in deep right now to turn on Cody, right?
That's exactly why he's turning on Cody.
I think the turn on Cody comes after Seth loses the championship. Because he's going to say that he was beat up from the tag team match, and that's the reason why he lost.
Either way, he turned on him.
So no, that's what I'm saying. But it's not going to come in the match, though. They're going to lose to The Rock and Roman I mean,
Seth's gonna take the pin though.
It ain't gonna be straight up. Seth's definitely
gonna take the pin.
Seth is definitely gonna take the pin, and I really think that they're gonna lose due to a Drew McIntyre interference. Is the way I see them losing.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I see them losing that way, but then I see the turn on Roman in the main event next night.
So I agree. It will be bloodline rules.
Yeah.
I like that Drew McIntyre interference.
I'm telling you, I think
it does make sense. Your stance on Seth makes sense too. Both of them make sense, right? The turn on Seth, I see more of a walkout because he's
That's
getting
what
his
you said.
ass whooped, right?
Okay, we're talking that. I can see that.
Or leading up to what he said, Seth could get so tied up with Drew trying to interfere that it costs them the match. So he doesn't technically turn on Cody, but because of Seth, they do end up losing.
So if
I can see that too.
If Seth takes the pin, it's because of interference by Drew. If Cody takes the pin,
okay,
Cody's not taking the pin.
He's not.
Let's.
Cody could take a pin in what you call it in wing night 2.
Let me run a theory down. Let me run a theory on y'all. Okay. So could y'all see the bloodline jumping Seth? Right.
Prior
to the match.
Yeah.
Cody's pretty much now in a handicap match. And then Seth comes down, beaten up and everything. You know, they keep talking about his broken body and he ain't healed and all this other kind of stuff. So Seth comes down afterwards, enters the match. Kind of like how Randy Orton showed up last minute in the War Games match, right?
Yeah.
But as much as he tries to do, it's still not enough. And basically, Seth takes the pin because he's still beaten down, pretty much. I mean, I still see the interference by Drew McIntyre, but
some reason, some way, if Seth takes the pin, I can see him looking at Cody like, "Where were you?" Right?
Oh, he's gonna blame Cody.
He's like,
he is gonna blame Cody.
He's gonna blame
He's
Cody.
gonna be like, "Where were you?" Even if Cody took
Which is
the
gonna
pin,
lead to the turn.
even if Cody took the pin, I can see him looking, but like, "Yo, where were you? I tried to tag you." It's like, "Didn't you see me handling Drew McIntyre?" And I can see them getting into it.
I think it's gonna lead to him challenging Cody Monday night.
Who's that?
Yeah. Because, well, we'll get to that match.
So,
because there's another part to it.
All right, so I have been going like you. I've been going back and forth about what I think should happen, wouldn't happen. I would now the whole adversity thing. This is how they could have Cody be triumphant and still lose on Sunday. Is if he does have to go 2-on-1 and he wins and gets a solo match with no interference by the bloodline, and that's when we get the Seth turn. Seth costs Cody the match against Roman because Seth in his mind feels that Cody cost him his match because the bloodline jumping Seth, they wouldn't have anything to do with Seth had Seth not inserted himself into this.
Facts.
So
I see what you're saying. I just think it's too much for the main event.
I feel like that main event's gonna be overbooked anyway.
Seth interfering, and then you got The Rock or whoever else probably.
But I get what you're saying because Roman, if you notice by their promos, right? Roman really doesn't degrade Seth the way that The Rock does. He always refers to Seth as his little brother. You're going to listen to my little brother.
Or second best.
Yeah.
Or second best.
Yeah, second best. That's the lowest he's ever degraded. The Rock always calls him a clown and stuff like that. They have more beef than Roman and Seth have beef.
Seth, I mean, everybody's smoke is for The Rock. Nobody really has smoke for Roman.
So, Seth mentioned a plan B. Right? Say Cody does win in the tag match. Does Roman have a plan B? Is Seth Roman's plan B?
That's why he has the wise man.
Okay. So
but with all that being said, I I also believe that it's going to be Bloodline Rules.
It just makes it
It's
hype.
just, yeah.
The only way I can see this happening is that if they win the tag team match and nobody from the Bloodline can interfere, then I feel like we're going to get the debut of somebody that's not part of the Bloodline that will be part of the Bloodline after the match. After
Jay has gone back and listened to some of my shit now.
No, I'm just saying.
It could be a few people. It could be Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
It could be Zilla. It could be Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
See, look, in the video game, as JD would say,
fuck the video game.
And they got Seth and Cody winning. So
That ain't a part of the story.
And that was a no holds barred match. I don't think they're matching the tag match.
No, it's not.
But yeah, you said Bloodline Rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with Bloodline Rules.
Yeah.
I think it'll make for much better Mania.
Yeah.
Night 2 with Bloodline Rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait till we talk about this final match. God, I got so much to say.
So we're on night 2.
We are on night 2.
Night 2.
So this is another match that was recently added. It is The Pride, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Final Testament, Karrion Kross and the AOP.
See, this is the match. This is the match that kind of annoyed me a little bit.
And you go take a shit.
Not because to me, this
The
is
bathroom match.
This is the
At
match,
the beginning of the show.
this is where we could have got. It sucks because I like Bobby Lashley. I like the Street Profits. You know, they are still one of my favorite tag teams besides the New Day. But you know, and I'm happy that they're getting their WrestleMania match and they're a part of WrestleMania, right? But this match didn't have to take place at WrestleMania. This could have been the Monday night after WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, this could have been that Monday night. They could have put this as the main event match for the Monday night.
Facts.
Right? I still think that the Women's Tag Team Championship should have been defended at WrestleMania, and this match is possibly taking that place of that match.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, you know, because nothing you can do, the match is already booked and stuff like that. I gotta stick with my boys, man. I'm going with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley just because Karrion Kross and AOP have been besting them and beating them down.
I agree.
Night after night after night after night after night.
I agree.
So I think that this is where they finally put this rivalry to bed and possibly move on to the tag team titles if they do separate them. So
I agree. I'm with you. I got them.
It's tough because both groups are new,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't want to
Tarnish.
You don't want to bury them already. Now, Final Testament is newer than
The
Pride, but also with Final Testament being healed, they can actually afford to take a loss.
that's what I'm saying. They can.
So I agree.
feel like the Pride can't afford to take any more losses. They've already had a lot of struggle as they started, and they just started getting momentum, and then Karrion Kross.
Well, their biggest struggle started from when they were supposed to be a self-proclaimed heel group, and then
they
all
turned on face.
Yeah,
all of a
because
sudden.
The fans wouldn't let them be healed.
the fans would not. Well, first they were okay with the Street Profits becoming heel.
No,
They couldn't handle, like, they were still cheering Bobby.
I guess so. To me, it's vice versa. I think they were okay with Bobby Lashley being healed because he's been healed.
But Bobby came out like kind of with heel presence, and everybody was still cheering for him.
I was watching the Busted Open podcast. That's the one with Bully Ray and Mark Henry, and they had Montez Ford up there, and he literally said, "We tried to go heel.
Yeah,
The fans wouldn't let us do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I don't
They
think
would
the
not
fans-
let them do
The
it."
fans would not let Street Profit go heel, and that's the reason why they had to turn on face.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going with the Pride.
Yeah, me too.
I
Same here.
don't know if I gave an answer or not. All right, next. Speaking of, he's on the screen. LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Another match that doesn't necessarily have to be WrestleMania.
This is the match.
They just try to fill up the card for it. They got a 10-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They got to fill the card.
Yeah, this is literally the one where I was like, damn, I'm really gonna find me something to eat.
Believe it or not, I'm going with AJ Styles.
I'm going with LA Knight.
Damn, see, I put me in the middle. I'm probably gonna go with AJ.
I think AJ's.
I think AJ.
I don't know why.
Because AJ Styles going heel puts him back in that title picture.
It does.
And he can't really. I don't really see him losing to LA Knight at WrestleMania with him being a heel.
It's AJ.
Is AJ still in the OC?
No.
Okay.
It's AJ.
The OC is just Good Brothers and Meechin?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's AJ.
Yeah, it's AJ Styles.
Yeah, it's AJ.
Yeah, I'm going LA Knight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's next match. United States Championship, triple threat. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I'm going Logan Paul next.
Hey,
yo!
I'm going with Logan Paul. And the only reason why Randy Orton doesn't need a big card championship.
Owens.
I was going to go with Kevin Owens because I feel like Kevin Owens and then Sami Zayn as the Intercontinental Championship. Like, yeah.
We get an Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit type.
Yeah, that
thing
is
with
true.
them.
Just with mid cards?
Yeah.
But, I have to say, Logan Paul is on fucking fire.
And I remember when y'all said, like, that
is
it's kind of
fire.
too early for him to drop it. Like,
And
He hasn't really had any, besides Kevin Owens, he hasn't had any other one-on-one feuds.
no,
Yeah,
and you know, Prime is sponsoring.
I was just about to say that. They just struck the deal.
Yeah,
That Prime's logo is going to be in the middle of the ring.
Yes, sir.
They just did that. Who is the face of Prime? Logan Paul.
So therefore,
I mean, I'm just being an odd.
And did you see when Rhea was up there? How they had her belt and his belt side by side?
Yeah.
You can't pay for that kind of promotion.
Yeah.
I'm just being an eyeball out.
I'm going with the Maverick, man.
We've been agreeing on too many goddamn matches.
Damn, my statement has to change again. That all titles are changing hands because I could. Yeah. I'm going Logan.
I'm going with KO. KO, don't let me down.
He will.
I would like to. I mean, if KO wins, I'm not gonna be disappointed if KO wins. You know what I'm saying? I think I'd be a little bit more disappointed if Randy Orton won.
Got you.
Women's Championship: Io Sky versus Bayley.
Bayley.
I love Io, but come on, man. I'll give that. I'll be a little more respectful. This storyline has been shit.
Oh, so you going on a rant?
This storyline has been shit.
This
like
storyline's been awful.
when you think about how great it could have been,
It would have been a lot better with what's her name? Dakota Kai.
Oh, yeah, in Bailey's corner.
Getting beat down with Bailey. It would have made for a much better story.
but see, you know why they didn't do that? It's because nobody in damage control can talk. If Dakota's not there, they don't have anybody that can talk.
Yep.
So they have to have Dakota.
Because translate like Shinsuke.
Yeah, because the only thing, I mean, it's gonna.
That's the only problem. That's why. Shout out to AEW. It is when
and they're already doing
that's
the
why
whole
Okada
thing.
is with the Young Bucks. He can't talk either.
Right, and they're already going to stretch with doing the subtitles with Shinsuke. So
He can only do backstage segments. He can't do in the ring segments.
no,
I will say this though, right?
and nobody wants to hear it.
Out of this feud
Asuka.
and how long this feud has been going on since Bayley won the Royal Rumble,
Yeah,
and they turned on Bayley. The best segment they've had was when Io was backstage giving that promo, and then Bayley jumped on her with the little green smoke in the background, and that was by far the best segment of this whole entire feud.
it was.
Other than that, this has been completely trash.
And believe it or not, we haven't even seen Bailey like that in the past 2 weeks.
I tell y'all this though.
Damage control she when
Are
everybody
y'all
else.
ready for it?
Yeah,
You're going to get the return at WrestleMania of the
Bailey buddies.
the Bailey buddies.
She gonna go back to hugging people.
she's turned face.
I want you on that.
She definitely turned her face.
Oh,
She's already face. She's already face.
Watch, we getting the return.
She gonna try to get her hair into that ponytail.
I don't know.
I don't know about the ponytail.
That side
The
ponytail.
ponytail can go.
Well, she just talk to Bianca and, you know what I'm saying, get a break. All right. Next match. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Championship. With the possibility, they didn't further it on Monday, but with the possibility of CM Punk having some kind of...
So, yes, it is. CM Punk said he's going to be commentary.
So he is going to be commentary.
He said the fans voted, and then remember Drew told him that he can't count 1, 2, 3 with the arm, and then he
Seth said that.
Seth said then he counted with the other.
Oh, you talking about not this past Monday, but the one before that.
The one before that.
Okay,
the one before
but it hasn't been made official though.
Yeah, the one before that he gets to choose.
Oh,
so he said that he was going to choose between hosting, commentary, or being a special guest referee. And then he said to the fans, "Well, I guess I'll be ringside, making you look good and making you look good." So he chose commentary. You see my fingers, the quotation he chose.
Yeah, because that motherfucker's gonna have a referee shirt underneath.
If you want to know who the winner of the match is going to be, my pick is going to be Finn Balor cashing in the Money in the Bank. If y'all want to know.
Well, I mean, he definitely has been. He's definitely been listening to the other shows because you said that. You need to start going first.
I mean, I've been listening to the other shows, but I've also been watching, and I've been keeping my eye on what Judgment Day has been doing. And the fact of the matter is that, like y'all already said, y'all pointed out, and I was gonna point it out before y'all said it, but y'all pointed it out, that Judgment Day, these members can't get it together right now. Everybody seems to be doing their own stuff. Dirty Dom, right? JD and Dom can't get on the same page when it comes down to tag matches and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Hell, Damian Priest and Finn Balor can't even get on the same page when it comes down to making decisions.
Rhea came out to Dom and said, "We need communication." He ain't communicated with her since.
Now, what I'm trying to wrap my brain around is how Finn Balor is going to get his hands on it.
That's where JD comes in. That's what put the shades on.
No, I'm about to hand the shades. Me and Jay gonna have to share the shades because my synopsis was the exact same. And my wife told me not to say this, but I am gonna say it because we posted this shit last Wednesday where I gave that take on it, and then all of a sudden I see this damn video on goddamn TikTok that showed the same motherfucking thing that I said on Wednesday, and they shit posted on Friday, and I made a big deal and I commented on that shit and said, "Oh, I heard that on Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. Sounds very similar."
I saw that comment.
So
I saw that.
Motherfuckers want to take our goddamn shit. I'm going on the motherfucking rant right now. But because we said that shit last Wednesday, well, I know I said it, that in person, like your video trail was definitely great, you know, how you put everything into it, but you know, your sources, make sure you tag your sources anytime you say something if you really listen to it, because we always acknowledge if we hear something from somebody else and it's not originated from us. But I know this specific topic was originated from my mental into that recording, even though I was in and out of the recording because my computer is a piece of shit and I kind of sound like his heart. But anyway, to show the video, I remember Finn took a contract out of the main Money in the Bank briefcase and put it in Senior Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, we don't know if that is the official contract. Okay. And Finn brought in JD McDonough. Yeah. JD McDonough made the briefcase for Damian Priest. The customized one.
I see where you're going.
The original briefcase is still hanging in the Judgment Day's little fortress of solitude, their clubhouse, right? What makes sense? That makes complete sense. Damian Priest can't get the job done.
I mean, we're talking a complete and utter, like, that's it, the end of Judgment Day.
So if you really notice, the person technically that's keeping the glue together with the Judgment Day is Finn. Finn went on his thing with Seth Rollins, and everybody had to bring him back into like focus on the Judgment Day. But with this,
which he should have won this SummerSlam.
Right. Finn now has been playing the role of keeping everybody together. When Rhea and Damian Priest were at odds, Finn was in the middle. When Damian Priest wasn't agreeing with what everybody else was doing, Finn was the one keeping it like, let's focus on this tag. Let's keep this going. I always felt like Finn has a backup plan.
Okay, see, mine was I get what you're saying. Yours is very technical and very like conniving, and it's like the long game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine was more of the short game. Mine was more of during the middle of the match or towards the end of the match, depending on who won, because I really think that Drew is going to be the one that's going to possibly come out on top, or going to be close to coming out on top before the Money in the Bank comes out. I kind of feel like it's going to be Damian that comes out at first. And then I kind of feel, like I said, this is going to be the complete end of Judgment Day. What's better than Finn basically coming out and, a shot from behind? He picks up the Money in the Bank briefcase, bam, whacks Damian Priest with it one good time, lays him out. Once he hands it to the ref and cashes it in, that's a wrap on that.
So what I do see is, though, like, all right, I see Drew winning, right? I feel like he's going to have his WrestleMania moment. I see Drew winning. I see CM Punk being conniving and, like, counting to 3. He might hold the count, but after Drew wins, I see Judgment Day or a member of Judgment Day attack Drew McIntyre.
So you can't see CM Punk giving him a GTS?
Oh, hell yeah. I see that, right? So Judgment Day comes out. Damian Priest comes. Boom. Cashes it in. I see JD right there with Finn. He tells the ref, that's not the contract.
Yeah, but they still got to deal with Damian, who's still going to be
he's probably
healthy.
Nah, but I feel like Drew's going to come out of it and they're going to be scrapping. I feel like they're going to be scrapping. I feel like right when Drew gets ready to, he claymores Damian, right? Goes the pin, boom, they break it up. For some reason, I see JD McDonough with the real briefcase and saying this is the actual contract.
I get what you're
it
saying.
Tells Finn to.
Damian's not just going to let them pin. He's not just going to let them pin 1, 2, 3. Damian has to get taken out some way.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to get taken out.
Yeah, probably by JD.
Yeah.
JD's probably going to come out and hit him with the real briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
and tell Finn to sign it. Finn's gonna be acting like I don't know what you're talking about, and open up the briefcase. This is the real contract. Remember, I told you I always got your back. Like, boom. You got to think this is a long ass WrestleMania.
Yeah,
this is a long ass WrestleMania. Night 2 doesn't have as much matches as night 1, so you have to play in all the characteristics.
So you got night 2. You got a lot of stuff that's going on. They got the Hall of Fame recap. Pretty sure there's going to be a performance somewhere there. So,
yeah. I have Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
I've maintained that Seth wasn't walking out champion, whether it be losing to Drew straight up or getting cashed in on.
Yeah.
I like where y'all are going with the whole Finn Balor thing, but I would still say that Priest will be the one to cash in.
Will it be that?
And then that could start the feud with him and Finn.
Okay. Will he cash in at WrestleMania, or do you think it's going to be the Monday Night Raw after?
It would be poetic for him to cash in at WrestleMania in a match that Seth Rollins is in. So Seth did it.
Yeah.
But Monday would be a good one.
It would.
You gotta say some shit for Monday.
It would.
Can't do everything on Sunday.
So the turn or Judgment Day on Monday.
Yeah, so I would say he cashes in on Sunday and then we get the breakup on Monday.
Or he cashes in
on Monday. I still think it's going to be Finn that cashes it in. But, I mean, I can see Drew McIntyre getting his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
And then on Monday night, I can see somehow, some way, Finn Balor getting his hands on that briefcase.
Yeah, something still tells me like CM Punk's gonna screw Drew.
Because
you gotta set up for their match when he's healthy.
If he screws him, he'll be the reason why he gets cashed in on.
Yeah.
He won't screw him in the match with Seth.
Nah.
He'll just screw him after.
Yeah. All right, what's next? That was a good one. You see, I had to walk off the goddamn screen. Jay taking.
I believe we all know what's next.
Oh.
The undisputed Universal WWE Championship, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, which we have all agreed will be a Bloodline Rules match. We don't know yet, but it could be. Assuming that it is what we all predicted, Bloodline Rules. What y'all got?
I'll go first. You see, I
Whoever can go first.
had to turn my mic upside down, like
Which one? Is it Lena?
Of course.
So Electra Bad too.
All right. This is my prediction. This is my prediction. All right. I'm going to say, of course, Cody Rhodes is beating Roman Reigns. Okay. I think Cody Rhodes is beating Roman Reigns from the turn of The Rock screwing Roman. I think that we deserve Roman versus The Rock. We won't get that until SummerSlam, but this is going to be how they set it up. Right? Now, I did mention before, it's going to be Bloodline match. It's going to be everybody from the Bloodline is going to get involved in this match some way, somehow. Even Paul Heyman is going to be involved in this match. Whether he slides the chair in, slides the championship in so that he can hit, somebody can get hit with the championship somehow, some way. Solo's getting involved. Jimmy's getting involved. Jay's getting involved for sure. The Rock's getting involved. And then a certain somebody who I think isn't part of the Bloodline is going to be involved.
I already know who you're talking about.
Who am I talking about? Go ahead. I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I might be wrong.
Okay.
But my Oracle powers, something is telling me he's getting involved. Hold on. First, let me ask this.
This is a Bloodline member, right?
He's getting involved to help Bloodline, or he's getting involved to help Cody?
So,
this will let me know if I'm right.
Real quick. I'm already going to tell you that you're wrong.
Okay.
Because it's not a he.
It's a she.
It's a she.
Whoa! Curveball.
And she is going to get involved because her dad's involved.
Ava?
Okay. GM of NXT Ava.
GM of NXT Ava, who technically is cleared to continue in-ring competition. I believe I could have sworn I saw and read that. Now, there's no type of anything. This is me 100% just throwing this scenario out there. Okay.
Is this because it has been confirmed that Brandy Rhodes will be at WrestleMania?
Partly, yes.
Okay.
But I'm counting on The Rock turning on Roman.
Okay.
And then I'm counting on the Usos, well, not the Usos, but I'm counting on Jimmy and Solo to pretty much take out The Rock and whatnot. But I'm counting on The Rock's daughter to jump in there somewhere because, technically they can't hit the female, but she can cause enough distraction on Roman while all this other chaos is going on that Cody can hit him with a crossroads a couple of times. I mean, could you see her slide in, low blow, slide out?
Okay.
Pause.
So, you want to go or you want me to go?
I would go.
Go ahead. Mine's gonna be lengthy, so yeah, you might want to go.
I know where you're going with yours, though.
So, I said last week that Roman is going to win, and I'm standing on business.
Oh, God.
And Roman is winning. Roman is walking out as the WWE Universal Champion after night 2. And honestly,
they turned Roman into the modern day Undertaker. Then?
Yeah. Honestly, real talk. I think WWE is blowing smoke. I don't think they're supposed to be there, Cena and Stone Cold, but I don't know about this whole Avengers thing. I think that might be a red herring.
I think people are taking in too much because the trailer was sitting right there with their faces.
I mean, I definitely said that. You know,
now sometimes wrestling is that on the nose, and they really do tell you what's about to happen
with Easter eggs.
Yeah, like sometimes it really does be in your face a lot. This is one where I'm not going to. They're not going to trick me. I ain't going to fall for it.
So he's breaking Hogan's record.
Absolutely, with Hogan in the building. I think WrestleMania is when he breaks it. No, that's his. The Roman's going to break the all-time main event record because he's going to have 9 after Saturday and Sunday.
He has after Saturday and
right
Sunday. He's going to have the most main event matches at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
with 9.
He's at 7
breaking
right
Hogan's record of. I think he's tied with Hogan at 7 right now.
In Triple H.
In order for him to break Hogan's record,
that's why he's headlining night 1 and night 2.
Yeah. So in order for him to break Hogan's record for the longest, reign, he has to go to October.
No, it was September 13th, wasn't it?
Or September 13th.
Yeah, because SummerSlam is supposed to be September 14th.
They pushed that far back to September now?
Yeah. Because me and Trey did the calculations and said that he will break Hogan's record the night before.
If they did
SummerSlam.
push, oh my God! If they did push back SummerSlam to September 14th, then he's not losing.
Yeah,
which is BS because SummerSlam was always in August, and then they pushed it back to the first week of September,
Labor Day,
and now they're trying to push it back.
But they already got something going on the end of August, which will be in Australia, I believe.
Yeah, Hogan previously had the remarkable world title run in WWF and held the title of gold for 1,474 days. Reigns could pass this mark if he retains his championship until September 2024. Yeah. So
you think you said you stand on business with Roman?
With Roman, with the bloodline.
I'm still going Cody.
All right,
bloodline.
So I know all y'all,
because we get a Seth turn,
especially my Hitmaker video that talked about the video game. I'm not going to go too deep on it, how the video game portrays the story. And
one of our most viewed videos on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah, where you could live out the story doesn't mean that Cody's living out the story.
I love how you did the same cadence.
But nobody takes an ass whooping like he has these past couple of weeks, and you don't win. At WrestleMania, right? So I'm here to stay that Cody wins, right? Now,
we don't know what's gonna happen on Friday.
So check me out, right? It has never been addressed. Roman has never addressed the fact, why does The Rock call himself the final boss? It's never been addressed. Because technically the final boss is higher
than
the tribal chief, right?
He's the last line of defense.
That means that though I acknowledge you because we're family, I don't acknowledge you because of your stand.
I've seen that too.
Mm-hmm.
He acknowledged you. He said because that's what family does.
Going up the L or whatever.
He's always did this, right? Okay, so how do y'all feel if there was a new tribal chief that was appointed? And I'm not making this up. I actually seen this on TikTok.
I mean, if there is a new one, there's going to be Solo that's appointed.
That's what Roman dubbed as the next up.
Who do you think is going to be?
So, though he is a face.
So they get Jay back?
What if, I mean, it kind of, so at this point that I saw it, I was like, oh, shoot, that's a good point. Until I saw Monday and I seen The Rock actually attack Jay, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, what if, low key, it was Jay and The Rock made the bloodline stand down when Jay tried to get in the mix with Roman and Solo and Jimmy was about to attack Jay, but The Rock said, go down, and they all stood down, right? But I will say, there was one person that I was like, it's been reported that, yeah, he possibly could be there. And it's Brock Lesnar.
True, Brock. There are reports that he could be
Well,
coming back.
he is. If you look at the website, he is back on the roster on the website.
He's back on the roster
Yep.
because he dimed that dirty motherfucker out. Okay, all right.
He said he came out and he said, "I didn't want those videos.
Mhm.
I never asked for them. So why you firing me? I can't help that somebody bloop bloop bloop
Yep.
sent it over to me.
Boom.
So
Now, Jacob and Zilla.
You've been beating this drum.
I'm gonna beat this
I
damn
just don't
drum.
see it happening at WrestleMania.
They're gonna be there.
Yeah, they're going to be there, but
They were at the Royal Rumble
he has to sign. None of them are signed.
as of now.
Now, I remember
They can sign before the show.
a certain somebody got physical at a WrestleMania without being signed.
Who?
And that person was Ronda Rousey.
She was signed.
She was not signed when The Rock brought her out.
Yes, she was.
She was not signed to
She was
WWE.
signed. She was training with Shayna Baszler, who was right next to her.
She was not signed.
Okay,
at
go back and look it
WrestleMania.
up. Go back and look it up. She was signed.
She was not when she was in the crowd. And
Yes,
Rock brought
she
her
was
in
signed.
there.
Yes.
She was not signed.
Okay, all right. I knew that's who he was gonna go to. And in the back of my mind, as soon as she was going there, she was
But-
signed.
If WWE,
They can't afford to let somebody
hold on,
that's
but
not
all right,
signed.
get my point. WWE did such a good ass job with hiding Shawn Spears returning to NXT.
They really did. They did.
Who's to say that these two dudes are not signed?
They did an even better job with the Hardy Boys when they came back at WrestleMania.
Facts.
It was rumored,
It was rumored.
but no, there was no official.
Oh,
Hey, they signed.
It's a
with
rumor that the
WWE.
Dudley Boys.
I'm about to say, it's a rumor that we forgot to mention during the six-pack match. There's a rumor that there could be another tag team coming,
replacing.
replacing.
Yeah,
replacing who?
Austin Theory and Waller.
Well, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it can't be the Dudley Boys because what's his name isn't even signed with WWE.
Paul Heyman called Jay the next tribal chief.
Unless they give him like one of them 10-day contracts.
Who? Bubba
Yeah.
or Devon?
No,
Devon's already.
He
Devon's
works
signed.
there.
He works as he's a.
Nah, I thought Devon was in AEW.
No, Bubba's in Bubba Ray's not with AEW either. But the problem
Devon
is,
works for WWE.
yeah, he works for WWE.
And they're still signed under a Legends contract, I think.
But here's the thing, though, right? I watched the podcast. I listened to a bunch of different videos,
Right.
and Bubba wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
Devon didn't.
Devon didn't.
Yeah.
Devon was the one who basically retired the Dudley Boys because he was saying that he doesn't have it to go anymore.
And that's why
And he's gonna
Bubba.
spend more time with the Suns.
That
Yeah,
too.
and Bubba went on like he was still doing TNA stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
What-
was coming back here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still does that.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that he can't get in shape to strap up for one more match or whatever. But I don't see it being done.
But something in my bloodline says that Jacob and Zilla is the Rock's bloodline,
Okay.
and that's who takes out Roman.
I
So
mean,
you agree that the Rock is turning on Roman at Mania?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they have to. They said 2024, Rock and Roman is still on.
yeah, that's what.
It don't have to happen at WrestleMania. Though.
No, it's not
Exactly.
gonna happen.
But you don't talk about the turn. It doesn't have to happen at WrestleMania.
I feel like it does.
It
I
does.
feel like because think about it. After WrestleMania, we're not going to get The Rock like that on TV. On you know what I mean? Like
We don't know.
nah, man. Just think, we got the kickoff of the UFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to take up a lot of his time traveling for that. And then I'm pretty sure whatever he's doing behind the scenes with the board, with WWE,
He can still do
TKO,
he can still do his social media posts like he's been doing this whole WrestleMania season.
yeah, but we've been getting him. Think about it. We got him 3 weeks in a row where he showed up on SmackDown and then Raw for 3 weeks in a row. That's not happening all throughout because if we get the Rock and Roman,
he's not going to be permanent. He's not going to be a permanent.
That's what I'm
mainstay after
saying.
Mania.
Yeah.
but so I think after WrestleMania we're gonna get him Monday night after. We might get him the Friday, and you know what I'm saying, especially after the turn, and that's gonna be to set up SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to get them again around June or so as a refresher. Like, hey, SummerSlam, Rock, Rome. I mean, you know what I'm saying? and then we might get him one time in July, and then towards the end of August is when he's going to be popped up leading up to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So the best time for that betrayal and turn to happen is while the momentum is at the all-time high at WrestleMania.
Okay, so if a turn doesn't happen at WrestleMania, it will be at Raw after SmackDown. I mean, the Raw after Mania.
Yeah, but that's after
And
Cody
that would be The Rock calling out Roman Reigns and telling him that
He failed the family.
that you are no longer
Tribal Chief.
Tribal Chief.
Yeah, without the championship, you're not Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
Either way, Roman's losing.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Now, I will be shocked as hell if this motherfucker keeps it. I'm not going to say I won't be
If
happy.
he keeps it, I'm done watching it. I'm done. I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Because, man, like, at some point, like, don't get me wrong.
Because you wanted him to drop it 3 times already.
He should have dropped it to Sammy.
mm-hmm,
He definitely should have dropped it to Jay,
mm-hmm.
right?
He dropped it to Cody last year.
And then the third one was he should have dropped it to Cody last
He should have dropped it to Drew at Clash at Castle last year.
Yeah, but even still, I'm just saying, like, if you think about the most
Big
recent,
matches.
the big
Yeah,
matches, Sammy had him beat. Jay had him beat. So, and
Well,
then
he's always beat until he's not.
Okay, so I want to add something before we end this. Did y'all hear that bullshit ass thing that Cody said? Do y'all agree with it?
What?
Said that he did not know that he was losing until he was hit by a spear.
Oh, you talking about what he did? He said on the Ariel Amani show?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could believe it because
So what, he whispered in his ear and said, take the pin?
Well,
Or he got
have
notified
There
something.
have been things where they let the ref know the ending.
Last minute.
Yeah.
They say, all right. you're
especially with the
taking
old
pin.
regime,
Yeah.
I could definitely see
A
that.
lot of times, though, they tell them right before they come out, like, hey, you're taking the pin, or
Yeah.
hey, this is your night, you ready?
Okay.
So
A lot of people are calling BS on it. I kind of agree. I was like, yeah, Cody probably didn't know.
I don't think that he knew it. I think that somebody radioed in.
Yeah,
to
he hit
to
him
the
with
ref.
3 damn crossroads, and Roman kicked out, and he's kind of like, "What the fuck? That was it." Like, and then the ref was like,
Yeah, I think originally Cody was supposed to win.
He
Yeah.
was.
I think that all the indications when Cody went out of that on ramp when his music hit, hey, Roman's taking a pin. This is on you. And then I think that, deep down somebody really thought, like, man, think about it. If we give Roman another year, yada yada yada, okay.
Yeah,
Radioed it into the ref.
Yeah,
And then that's what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So
guys, we have our picks. The picks are in. Now I guess it's up to WWE to see who the fuck is gonna be right. Y'all let us know.
yeah.
Y'all let us know what's gonna happen. Ooh, shit, battery running low. Hey, but y'all let us know what y'all think. Do any of our guesses make sense? Do you think that we're right? But in all, we appreciate y'all hanging with us for 100 fucking episodes, and I will say 100 plus streams because we've been on this OTR Beyond the Rope shit heavy too. But we're gonna keep it rocking. We're gonna keep it pumping. We're gonna keep giving y'all some shit. We're gonna keep giving y'all the hits, the bangers, everything. Y'all will see us together. Hopefully a lot more. You know our busy schedules. We're gonna make it. We streaming. Yeah.
No, right.
So, but just want to say we appreciate y'all.
Oh, last thing. So, I know we've been doing the whole bi-weekly thing. We're definitely doing a show next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got to do
Okay.
it after us. Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
Look at them trying to get us on camera to visually agree. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did
Hey, man, I speak for the fans.
So,
Because he could have texted to us, hey, we're doing the show. It'd have been like, well, let me see my schedule and all this other.
Exactly. I don't got time for that.
so yeah, we will be here next Friday. I mean Wednesday. Oh shit. Next Wednesday, we will be here. We gonna be here, or we gonna be online?
Either or, we'll see.
We'll see.
Now that is such entertainment.
Yeah. But once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast, episode 100. You can see it right there. The 100. This is your guy. You know I come from the sky. Mr. OTR Mic Drop, aka the Oracle. Hopefully my choices and picks are right. Because I'm telling you, motherfuckers, if I am right about these big ass matches and these interferences, I'm getting some fucking glasses glued to my damn eyeballs. I will be.
I think, okay, so before I go, I think that one of them is going to be right.
Yeah.
I don't think both championship matches are going to be this big conspiracy. Shit, it might be. Never mind. I take that back. The way these matches are set up, boy, yeah.
It's like,
There's so much shit.
Trey, tell him the last conspiracy shit, I caught this motherfucker while I was in the woods at a party.
Yeah.
And I said, what did I tell you? And it happened the exact same way that I said.
Yeah, man.
So, we shall see.
If that Finn Balor shit happens.
Oh, bro, that Finn Balor shit happens.
I'm going to go crazy if this Finn Balor shit happens.
If that Finn Balor shit happens, I'm FaceTiming y'all motherfuckers. Like right there. Or we might just have to make a quick StreamYard shit real quick. And just be like, look, it happened. It happened.
Bruh.
We will literally try to submit a contract signing to be writers for WWE. I will do it. Y'all have my word.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So, once again, JD, Mr. OTR Mic Drop, a.k.a. The Oracle.
It's your boy Trey, a.k.a. Treyway, a.k.a. OTR Trey, a.k.a. Wednesday Night Trey. I'm out.
This is Rain J, a.k.a. OTR Rain J, a.k.a. WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, Rain J. And I'm out.
Hey, we love y'all. Peace out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
100.
Peace.